If you want to be more efficient and effective while running your business with more inner peace than working on the core of your issues instead of putting on a band-aid is vital. Welcome to the Business Brain Podcast.
I'm your host, Esty Rapport, and here to help you improve your 28 cognitive functions, the 28 things that make up thinking. In each episode, we'll discuss a real-life challenge, why you might be struggling with it, and give you practical strategies so all areas of your life will improve.
Maya came to me already being pretty organized and productive person. After all, she was a consultant helping businesses put systems in place to be more efficient and effective. Yet she knew she had certain challenges, including every task needing to happen now. The reason? She might forget. Yes, she did try writing it down, but it would still play in her head. I need to do this task. I need to do this task. By improving her ability to hold two or more pieces of information at once, her anxiety of forgetting disappeared as she did remember what she needed to do. And then when she improved her thinking skill of categorizations, she was able to arrange her day in a smarter way, not only leaving her calmer, but also letting her get back many, many hours. If you're experiencing something similar, I'm here to tell you, you do not have to struggle forever. In this episode 454 of the Business Brain Podcast, I want to share with you the exact steps of what you can do to have your own transformation. But first, are you an entrepreneur with ADHD? Would you like to learn how to leverage your superpowers and optimize your ADHD so running your business is easier? If yes, you may just be the perfect fit for optimizing your ADHD brain. Learn more at apply@lateexuniversity.com/OYB. While you are doing any task, you, without even realizing it, are using your 28 thinking skills. When the thinking skills you need to use is strong, doing the task happens easily. Thinking skills you need to use is weak, doing the task will be a challenge. The struggle that Maya had came from a weak thinking skill of holding two or more pieces of information at once and the thinking skill of categorizations. Holding two or more pieces of information at once is exactly what it sounds like. Can you hold this piece of information and that piece of information at the same time? Often, people with ADHD share how they feel like the shelf in their brain that's holding information is too small. When you tell them a piece of information, it knocks off another piece of information that was already there. Have you ever experienced something like that? Like you tell me one thing, but I forgot the other thing? Yeah, that's holding two or more pieces of information at once. When your brain is struggling to hold multiple pieces of information at once, it can cause a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, and cause you to worry that you might forget what you need to know, especially when it comes to something important in your business. Often, as a coping mechanism, we'll want to do the task right now so that way we don't forget. But right now is not always so practical, and right now may not be a good time to do it. Instead of telling yourself, oh, it's okay, you just won't forget, or having someone remind you all the details, you can solve the root issue and train your brain, create new neuron connections in your brain to actually be able to hold more pieces of information at once easily without it being a stress, without it causing anxiety. That way you do remember what you need to remember. So to get better at holding two or more pieces of information at once, you want to start by giving yourself two items to do without writing it down. So for example, send this email and respond to the Voxer, or wash the dishes and put in a load of laundry. Once you're feeling really good about it and you're able to do those two things without writing it down, then give yourself three things to do. And once you're feeling really good about 3, 4, and even being able to remember 5 will be super, super helpful because it's a really good foundation and will help us be able to get through our tasks without feeling that anxiety and stress. However, if you want to really challenge yourself, you can see if you can do more than 5. What about 6, 7, or even 8? Improving your thinking skill of holding two or more pieces of information at once drastically reduced Maya's anxiety and improved her productivity. But things really went to the next level when she improved her thinking skill of categorizations and how she organized her day to be really efficient and really effective. In episode 446, we discussed my favorite way to plan your day with ADHD and ways to improve categorization. So once you feel like your thinking skill of holding two or more pieces of information at once is pretty strong and doing pretty okay, I'd suggest you check out episode 446. When your brain knows it tends to forget information, it is going to be worried that it will forget information. By helping your brain have an easier time holding on to more pieces of information at once, it will drastically reduce the anxiety and stress and help you be more productive. Your challenge this week is to give yourself 2 things to do without writing it down. And once you feel comfortable, give yourself 3 or even 4. Start here. Start trusting yourself that you can, and start seeing the anxiety and stress go down. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next episode.
That's all for this episode of the Business Brain Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please share it with 2 of your business friends so they too can gain from it, and you'll be helping us reach our goal of 1 million downloads by the end of 2025. Cheers to peak brain performance.